Okay, coming at you, the JoJo Show number 47 got the number right locally, nationally, globally. What can I say? Worldwide, the virus is just encapsulating the whole globe. Eventually, we'll eat it up, and there's old Joe Biden doing the best he can to knock and bash Trump.
This is Corona Bird, like
Corona Bird.
Lachusa's bird. Hey, anybody who's ever heard of Lachusa's bird? Lachusa's bird is here.
That is.
He's ready to get his due. You know what I'm saying? You've been messing up all your life. You've been messing up, and Lachusa's bird is here. And here he is. This is Lachusa's bird. He's coming for you.
Yeah, he's coming for you. He could fill in for Joe Biden, too, and as naturally, here's old Byrne. Oh, there goes Joe, falling, stumbling, fumbling.
See, I would call that Trump, and this is us. This is the American people.
Wait a minute.
Chocolate bunny right here.
Wait a minute. This is Bernie.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you. Here's Trump. This is all the apparatus that is the CFR, the Trilateral, Lachusa's bird, everybody Bilderberg group, all the coronavirus. But like Trump, he's like, no, you don't get my people yet. And here we are, Lynn. Yeah, you tell him, Trump. We are a chocolate bunny. We're not going to take this anymore. All right, Joe, go.
That's it. Anyway, coming at you. Glad to be back. We got a lot of feedback last time since we've been gone for over a month. I went to the doctor. Was it Tuesday, Wednesday? He said I had a sinus infection. I wasn't feeling fevery. I wasn't feeling all the other things that I guess associated with coronavirus, but I had a sinus infection after my wife had went through a viral, and then little Joe and them here had the flu too. So, goes with the territory, but I'm back on the mend, heavy antibiotics. So much for that. I hope all the listening audience out there, family, friends, those who chime in, new listeners, stuff like that, are doing what they can to prevent the coronavirus from corrupting, getting infected into their household, into their daily activities. The most thing that I see that you can stop for the coronavirus, besides the panic, worldwide panic going on, is washing your hands. Then it says to keep something, in your throat, liquidy within every 15 to 20 minutes. Because the virus stays in your throat. If you wash it down, it gets into your hydrochloric acid or whatever stomach acids, and it's disposed of. So for those, I guess that doesn't stop if you like to drink a cold beer every 5 to 10 minutes, and then sleep it off. You've washed it down. Or if you have diet drinks, anything, soft drinks, warm water. They say warm water. This thing lives in coolness. It can't stand heat. Everything that you touch, your face, your nose, your eyes, everything. They wear the mask out there, but they don't wear anything for the eyes and the ears. So, pretty soon everybody's going to be wearing a full body suit. The panic of it all, the media is just taking it like there's nothing else to talk about, which there is not. Nothing else to talk about.
No, there's nothing else
right
to talk
now.
about.
If they said that the media, a lot of doctors and health leaders and people in the news say the media is just going crazy with it. Everybody's chiming in on it. Last night, President Trump gave his best duty as a president to get right down to the situation and said he was banning travel from Europe. He was going to do something with payroll deductions. If you missed work of your family, he was going to try to subsidize that. He's trying to do the best that he can. As soon as he gets off the air, even while he's on the air, CNN, Hollywood, Democrats, everybody just jumps on him from A to Z like they had been 365 days, 24/7 since he's been there. They can't do anything about it. He's there. He will be there the next 4 years possibly. And the fact being is that everything he tried to do, everything he's trying to do for America, this and that, is being knocked. If you think that's right, that they're withholding money, I know it's a lot of money they want to release to stop this thing. They got every right to go against the Democrats, Republicans, or whatever. But if you think that this man's not trying to do the best he can, what else can he do? What else do you want him to do? Hollywood wishes him dead, wishes he gets the coronavirus. The Democratic Party, from Pelosi on down, you know what I'm talking about. Everything he says or done about the coronavirus was not right. Do you want this virus to keep coming in from other countries? Other countries that's not banned, like Europe is. Europe is infected with it. People are dying there daily from it, just like they are here, the flu epidemics that we've had here before. The thing of it is that this thing, before we got on the air, we heard a soundbite. We seen something from not an alphabet news agency on the TV, but we saw something from the news, conservative news, I guess, that we watch, that this thing was hatched a while back in China. China kept it under wraps for 2 months or longer, and then here we are in the situation we are. China would do anything, I guess, to side with the Dems, to take over, corrupt the United States, the corruption, to get rid of Trump. I don't know. What do you think, Little Joe?
Here is a clip that I totally agree with. Go.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Hey, don't take my word for it. Hey, you saw that guy say it, you know? And so the point that we're trying to make is, though, China does not want Trump in office. China was betting long that Trump would not get back in office, that he would not have 8 years, that they would have 4 years of Trump. Yeah, they'd have to grin and bear it, but after that 4 years, the American people, as far as China was concerned, would wake up and realize, oh, Trump was a bad guy. But you know what? That didn't happen. Okay? Now, it feels like you have more people on Trump's side, you know, trying to go forward into the 2020 election. So China, in my whole opinion, made a mistake now, but here we are at the crux of the whole matter. I personally do not think that China is to blame for all this. I think, yes, that's right, Joseph Jennings here, little Joe, is sitting here still clinging to my belief that the United States had this in a lab, sent their X, Y, and Z over there to China to let it out. And they let it out, and China was the first place to have the coronavirus, the Wuhan virus, the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. They had it first. But at the same token, now China, come on, y'all, comment below, come on. China is now saying that they beat the coronavirus. They beat it. They pushed it back. They pushed it back, you know, and now they're not having any more cases, any more deaths, any more X, Y, and Z. They're not spreading anymore. Yes, because they kept their country home. I understand that. But now they're saying that they beat it with good old vitamin C. Yeah, that's right, drug companies. Yeah, that's right, pharmaceutical industry. You didn't do it. The Chinese figured out the most simplest ways to beat it with good old vitamin C. That's right. So they mega dosed their population with vitamin C up to like 3,000 to 4,000 megadose per day. Yeah, women and children and kids and everything. Drink a whole bunch of water, eat a whole bunch of vitamin C, and stay indoors and stream. Hey, Netflix and Disney and all that stuff, those stocks should be up, right? No, right. They're not. They're not. So what's really going on here? Because I could have swore this was all about coronavirus, but you know what? All of a sudden it turned into an oil war.
Oh, wow.
It turned into an oil war between Russia and Saudi Arabia, and it drove the price of oil down. And now the stock market's freaking out, and the stock market lost almost if not 2,000 points today. Lost almost 2,000 points yesterday. Lost almost 1,500 points the day before. And we're now into the territory of 20,000 to where the stock market was when Trump took over.
Mind blowing at that.
Mind blowing.
I can't believe that. But then again, I can. And it's happening. What can you say? Well, I mean, you said the key word. Oil. I found gas today for $1.75. Okay? Filled the tank up in the PRV. Listen to Dave Ramsey this morning on Fox News. Him and his daughter saying, hey, don't give those stocks up. Don't give those stocks up. Would you get off in the middle of a roller coaster ride? Not me. I'd hold on as much as I could. Roller coaster goes up and down, this and that. Hold on to those stocks. Hold on to what you got stowed away. And when the time comes, cash in on it.
I will say this.
He's nursing that barbecue back there.
Yeah, I'm barbecuing. I will say this. Like, if you do have your money in the 401k or whatever, and you're over the age of 50, yes, it's rightfully so that you would be freaking out, because this is your wealth that you have amassed over the last 5 years, and you're looking at it at the bottom line, and you're looking at, say, if you had, let's just say, $100,000 the last 5 years, and now you're up to $200,000. But now you're back down to $125,000. Yeah, you'd be mad. You would be mad, and I'd be mad too, and I am mad. Maybe I'm that person, Yeah. But you know what, dude? In no way, shape, or form, especially if you got 10 more years in the market, in no way, shape, or form do you sit there and be like, that's it. I'm getting on the market. I'm selling. No. You know why? Because you are going to be like all the dum-dums in the 2009, 2010, 2008, 2009 financial crisis. You sold all your stuff because you were smart and Obama was going to get elected and was going to drive it further down. But you know what, dude? Over the next 3 years, I'm sorry, you can poo-poo, and I hate Obama. I hate that man. But you know what, dude? After the 2009 whole, thing and Obama took over, the stock market was like, it started going up, and it went up a little bit, and it went up a little, and it went down a little bit, but it went up a little bit, and it went up a little bit, and by it was all said and done, by the time Obama was out of office, yes, 8 whole years. I know, 8 whole years, it sucked. But 8 whole years, your investments were safe.
Yep, and that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, why would you get off the roller coaster ride and things like that? If you have that type of money to invest, I don't have it, and I never will. But, I mean, those who do, people like that, hold on to it. This whole pandemic thing like this, I know it's a big thing. But the media is taking it. On CNN, they have a death count on the bottom, back down on the bottom corner on CNN. How morbid, how just stupid can you be? CNN with Jim Acosta, all those other people, Don Lemon, all those idiots, man, just that is so much fake news. If you're still watching CNN, I'm not even going to mention it anymore on our show. We've done it for over a year. It's not even worth mentioning. But this thing, that this pandemic, this worry, this fear that you're having, the talk of closing states' borders, the talk of shutting everything down for 14 days, schools, the NBA shut down, MLB baseball will forgo a couple of weeks later to start the season. NFL is not doing what they're supposed to do. Hockey, all that will just be stopped. Who you think that's going to, the NCAA basketball tournament, what are we going to do now? Watch reruns on ESPN? They're scrambling for what they're doing, for what they're going to do with no basketball, no nothing here for the next couple of weeks. How are they going to contend with that? They're losing money, this, that, and the other because of it. I know that the basketball players were infected a couple last night. They shut the whole thing down. It's going to come. There's close quarters, locker rooms, coughing, sweating, this, that, and the other. I can understand all that. But there is a cure. There is a thing that you can do by yourself, for yourself. I mean, the plane, the airlines, everything. I just don't know how much more. And I believe, again, like if you think it's China, we against China or China against us, I believe the Democrats are laughing. They want a lot of people to die. They already prophesize and profess that with abortions and the things that they feel, the right to life and things like that, and a woman's rights and all that stuff. They just want old, elderly, those who can't afford this, that, and the other to just go off and die. And that's a Democratic rhetoric. That's Joe Biden's rhetoric. That's his rhetoric with the abortion thing. That's his rhetoric with just fighting everything that Trump's done. His administration has done the past 4 years, and hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years that he gets a chance to do what he has to do. I just think that this pandemic, this epidemic, this whatever you want to call it, it's blown up a lot. And I get it, I don't. Now Hollywood's taking the brunt of it and feeling it because Tom Hanks is down in Australia making an Elvis Presley movie. Why did he have to go to Australia to make an Elvis Presley movie? Because he's Colonel Tom Parker. That's who he's going to be. Hollywood is coming out with a new rendition, a new makeover of the Beatles. The last movie they made, what was Let It Be, Get Back, or whatever, and it's Disney fuel. I'm not going to watch it. I listen to Beatle music every day. I'm reading a couple of autobiographies. I got 8, 9 Beatle books. I don't need to see anything else put on about the last days, the breakup, this, that, and other, the Beatles. But it's a Hollywood thing.
I will say this about the whole Beatle thing. It's like, okay, all the Beatles stuff, Paul McCartney, Ringo, you've ever seen. Have you ever seen a real in-your-face documentary about the guy that killed John Lennon?
Yeah, I've seen it. Mark David Chapman.
Yeah. But do you really believe the story of the story that they sold you? Yeah, do you really believe the story that they sold you?
I don't know, man. I thought John Hinckley was a plant. That's your CIA coming to work for you again.
Hey, Joe, hey. All you out there that are still watching, hold up. John Hinckley was a plant.
Sirhan for Robert Kennedy.
Wait, stop. Let's go back to John Hinckley now. Joe, what do you know about John Hinckley?
Well, I mean, he was from an affluent family.
From where? From where? Where was that family from?
I believe they were from D.C. or New York. Where?
Midland, Texas.
Midland, Texas. Okay, figure it out.
All right, so where
That's
were
out
the
in the middle
bushes?
of the desert.
Where were the bushes
Are you
from?
talking about Preston Bush?
Prescott Bush.
Prescott.
George H.W. Bush.
Yeah.
Midland, Texas. George W. Bush Ranch, Midland, Texas. That's right, the Hinkleys were big-time buddy friends with George H.W. Bush. Yeah, I said it. Go look it up.
Well, all those assassins.
Go
even go all the way.
look it up.
I can go back to John Wilkes Booth. We've said this before. Sirhan, Robert Kennedy, Arthur Bremer, George Wallace. All these people that have done these things or just out of touch with reality or whatever, some kind of psychosis, and then all of a sudden they come out of the woodwork. Lee Harvey Oswald, and he had a little bit more going for him. He did go down to Cuba and all that stuff. That's another thing too. I wanted to say that I don't think Bernie's going to have a leg to stand on. Joe Biden's going to get it, and Joe Biden's had a gaffe the other. They call it a gaffe, but how do you call it a gaffe when he tells this guy you're full of it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that kid fights him back and argues back with him, and he keeps, I'll take you outside.
Yeah. You want to go outside, kid? Yeah. Me and my Council on Foreign Relations boys will beat you to death outside.
Yeah.
I won't do anything, but the Council on Foreign, listen.
I wonder
we
if-
told you. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, you have to understand the Council on Foreign Relations and the Bilderberg Group and the Trilateral Commission. They could shut us down next week, but at least you'll understand this. Go look up the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, and the Trilateral Commission. Don't you understand? That's what this is all about. It's the people that you don't see controlling idiot Biden, you know, and here's Trump and here's us. Now, Trump is a good start. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? But we are still not to that point to where we control everything. That's what the constitutional founders was supposed to be. Yeah, that's right. Chocolate Bunny was supposed to control everything. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm just
about
saying.
to eat him.
I'm just. We will eat Chocolate Bunny.
That's it.
For Easter.
That's
I'm just
it.
letting you know. It's like, okay, so go do your homework on the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and the Bilderberg Group. I'm sorry. Those three entities right there have been controlling your whole life. Ever
been
since
saying
you've
that
been
for-
born.
for a year
Ever
and a
since
half.
you've been born. People
Since
you've
we've
never
done the
met.
show.
People you've never met making decisions for you and your family. Are you tired of that? Because it's not working out in your favor. Are you tired of that? You know, because I'm tired of it. Because I know it's not working out in my favor.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, like I said, you said it last week. He's checking that barbecue. While I say barbecue one more time, I got my Salt Creek barbecue shirt on. Ernie Ramirez down there in Houston, Texas, top-notch brisket maker, cooker. Send some of that brisket this way, Big E.
Here's your Democrat candidate. He's a dead bird, man. He's a dead bird. Okay, you ever come upon a dead bird and you feel sorry for him at first? You know,
Yeah,
and he
he's
got kicked
dead.
out. Yeah, but he's dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do for him. You know why? What would you want? You want Chocolate Bunny?
golden
Or do you
chocolate
want dead
golden
bird,
bunny.
bruh? You want Chocolate Bunny or what are you going to give to your kid for Easter? Dead bird or Chocolate Bunny?
Don't even fool around with old Byrne over here. Byrne's done. I mean, then when Byrne, he lost a couple of major primaries right off the bat this week. Then he goes on a tirade just trashing Trump. Not saying he's already lost. He'll have to concede. But trashing Trump. And then all the people that Biden had against him in these debates and stuff like that, they all jumped on his bandwagon. Kamala Harris, who called him a big racist, and now she's on, endorsing him. Then Beto, we talked about Beto. That's old news. Beto needs to get another life, if you ask me. But I mean, it is what it is, and it's what you're going to do for America. I'm talking about a 14-day quarantine. I'm talking about what they're going to do in 14 days. Are they going to solve this thing? Or are they going to cure it? Or are they going to keep adding to it? They're going to block all the borders, state borders. They're even saying, just heard that you won't be able to go out of your house. So you're going to run out of food. You're going to run out of this. I guess them waiters and all that, the restaurants will be shut down. I don't know. What do you think?
No, well, I mean, okay, so I will give it to South Louisiana and South Texas and Florida and stuff like that. We know how to prepare for this.
That's it.
Like it's a hurricane.
Right.
So we know how to prepare for this. We know how to stay inside. We know how to, hey, and we're not going to lose power.
No. I mean, we're going to be inside. You're going to hoard
We're
everything.
not going to lose power. Dude, party. Hey, look,
A beer.
if it comes to that,
More
if
beer.
it comes to that, anybody in our listening area, and you know who you are, party at Joe and Joe's.
Yeah,
Party
that's
at
it. Come
Joe,
on,
Joe,
man.
for real.
Come on,
Party
come
at
on.
Joe and Joe's, because we're not going to take this thing lying down. Okay, we told you at the start of the show. Maybe we didn't. Maybe you forgot. Take a whole bunch of C vitamins. Take about 3,000 worth of C vitamins every day. And wash your hands
Wash your
really
hands.
good.
Keep your hands
and that's
off
it.
your-
And that's it. Come to the party. Because if they do call this thing off, if they do say for the next 14 days, nobody do nothing. All right, party at Joe and Joe's.
Listen, I seen the other day, that's how people are in the media and stuff like that. I saw the other day that you have to mention it because it is ironic and funny. Not even ironic. Oh, thanks, Golden Bunny. But anyway, I seen AOC talking about what you're supposed to do. And this is AOC, You might have seen it. This is probably redundant to you already, but she's up here. Well, you're not supposed to be touching your face and your hands, and then, you're supposed to wash your hands, and she's got her hands all over her face and her hair and all this stuff. Not knowing, that's a sign of not knowing what you're talking about, the insecurity and that you have of what you're talking about, plus not even following what you're supposed to be not doing, talking about it. So it was just, to me, and then she, just like her and the other Democrats are saying that it's a little bit too late for Donald Trump to do what he's doing. They call it the Trump virus. They want him to fail so much, and they put this on. They want it to be Trump last night from the Oval Office. They was reading everything. He looked like he was feeling sick or just discouraged about the whole thing, worried about us for sure. You're talking coronavirus. It's stopping everything. Why should it stop everything? Everybody's going to get infected and sick. Okay, somebody's still going to be making money. Okay, the rich are going to get richer and the poor are going to get poorer from this. They're trying to pass stuff through Congress, payroll deductions, this, that, and the other, trying to give you a little bit more. Okay, let's see what they let him do. Okay, the best thing you can do is wash your hands, keep some fluids in you, use common sense. Hoard your toilet paper, go buy more, use paper towels. I don't know. Stock your groceries, whatever. If they've done this already, stop people coming in from Europe. They don't stop them coming in from Ireland and Great Britain, but they're stopping them from Europe, because from China to Europe to here. But like Little Joe's alluded to, we brought it over there, and we did it to maybe just knock out the 5G. too. That's what we said last weekend. So anyway, we love you. Shout out to Kane Taylor. He's got an extra week of spring break. Shout out to Burke's Construction. Top notch in what they do. And then shout out to that jar-haired Marine. I don't know if he's left the States yet. Lance Corporal Heath Mendoza. Shout out to our grandchildren all over. Who else you want to shout out to? Darren, hope you're okay over there with the corona. Who else you got? All right, done. We're done. Love y'all. Peace. Little ones, drink your milk. Say your prayers.